Terror strikes a group of friends who visit the location of a horror movie shoot. A group of young horror fans go searching for a film that mysteriously vanished years ago, but instead find that the demented killer from the movie is real, and he's thrilled to meet fans who will die gruesomely for his art. What's up, you guys? Bloody Jacob here to bring you another horror movie review, and this time we'll be talking about The Hills Run Red. Yes, The Hills Run Red. And I basically just read to you two different little descriptions there, one on Google, one on IMDb. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of action movie reviews, and I do want to get back to more horror-oriented videos, because I do love action movies. I love Van Damme, Schwarzenegger, everything like that, which I will still talk about, I'm not going to lie. But horror is still definitely my favorite genre, so I do want to watch more of those and do more videos on that kind of thing again. But yeah, The Hills Run Red. It's funny. I seen an article, I think about a week or two ago. I forget if it was from Bloody Disgusting or Dread Central. They shared something about it again, and I was like, oh, okay, that mask and that kind of face of the killer looks pretty interesting. So I read about it, and I seen a certain actress that was in it, and I thought, okay, I'm just gonna order this on Amazon for cheap, and I did. And I kind of wish I would have ordered something else. Now, this movie isn't without its merits, or at least its ideas. It's just, I was pretty underwhelmed by it, and it wasn't, like, the ideas in it aren't as executed as well to me as they could have been. It is kind of a self-horror movie. It does try to play on those tropes and sort of poke fun at the genre a little bit. But it's funny because it's one of those that also falls into those same tropes as it goes, too. And there's an attempted twist in the movie with, I don't want to get too heavy into spoilers, but with the Sophie Monk's character and some of her story. And it just doesn't work, and then there's another element that adds more to the babyface killer, and it just ruins him, in my opinion. I wasn't expecting the movie to be gold, but I was expecting, hey, the killer's going to be cool, so I'll enjoy it to some extent. But no, it really ends up undercutting him, and it makes him really not what you think he is, and it just really took me out of it. Now there's some fun banter between some of the regular characters in it, I guess. But it's just unfortunate. I'll talk about more of the human characters in just a second, but it's unfortunate that this killer with a pretty decent look to him, at least in the face, just wasn't done as well as I was hoping. Besides that red hoodie, it made him look kind of just funny. Yeah, it didn't work. It made me think it was just some like teenager running around, which but yeah, the characters are pretty bland. I mean, you have a little love triangle in it. You have this guy, I guess our lead character, Tyler. Yeah, Tyler. He's the one who's obsessed with these films and wanting to find out the whole story about it. And this director, played by William Sadler, who's done a ton of genre work in both film and TV. But yeah, Tyler wants to figure all this out, so he brings his girlfriend along, he brings his best friend along, who are actually having an affair behind his back. And they come across this girl who may have a certain knowledge of it, which is Sophie Monk's character. And yeah, his girlfriend, Serena, is played by Janet Montgomery, who I absolutely love on Salem. She's a very talented actress. But this was about a decade, well, I shouldn't say a decade, Jesus. But this is a few years before Salem had started, and she was younger here. It was still good seeing her in this, and she almost saves the movie a little bit. She had better work to come. She wasn't perfect here, but she's definitely the most emotive of anyone in the movie. Even for the role she played, which was kind of bland and annoying like the rest of them, but it kind of is what it is with that. But even she, with her talent and her potential about to just explode, even she can't save the movie, unfortunately, even though she is a bright spot among the madness of it. And the rest of the actors, they're just sort of okay, just sort of there. like I said, some decent banter, some decent chemistry, mostly when they're just playing on the, again, those tropes and such. And, they make some comments when they're traveling there initially that's, reminiscent of, like, obvious horror movie scenarios. But they don't really keep that up for long either once it gets into it. And then it just sort of becomes, like, another example of what they're poking at there. And like I said, what really ruined it for me, though, is that, not that it was unfunny, which it kind of was, but just that, again, without going into spoilers, the twist they take in the movie didn't work for me. The story directions they chose, it ruined it, in my opinion. The effects are okay; they're just kind of there. And the ending, I didn't really care for either. The character almost has a pretty cool moment, but then it's just sort of like, that's it, plucked off, and then it just ends with some, I don't know, just doesn't leave it off on a good note. So yeah, overall, if I had to rate The Hills Run Red, I'm giving it right now a D+, or a 67%, which is one of the lowest ratings I've given a movie in a while. Part of me wants to go even lower, but for Janet Montgomery's sake, I'll keep it there for now. But I could definitely go as low as like a 65, 62%, somewhere in there maybe. I just didn't care for this. I have a couple movies in my collection that I wouldn't mind selling, but last time I tried to do that, I would only get like $1 or $2 for them at like a local trade-in store. So it's always a debate, is it worth $2 to me or what? Maybe, just again for Janet's sake. So yeah, let me guys talk about this one if you've seen it. What's a favorite movie of yours, like of this kind of satirical sort of self-aware genre that perhaps, hopefully, did it better than this one? So yeah, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.